Hello everybody, I'm reacting to this video presented by Mr. Piyush. In all honesty, this person needs some real education because he doesn't know even how to address the head of the state. He does not know even how to address the Prime Minister of a nation. I just could not take this. It's so much upsetting, so much so despicable, so much nonchalant, so much disdainful, obnoxiously intolerable, the way he addresses the Prime Minister of a nation. Can you believe that? Well, he has some issues. Actually, the title of the video says that he is talking something about Mr. Sadhguru, and then he goes on a rant talking about the Prime Minister of a nation, saying that he goes to what is called as an ashram, right? He uses some name somewhere in down south, I think. It is imperative for people to understand that the Prime Minister represents the nation. He is a representative of the people of India. And this man comes up and talks about a person as if this person is his neighbor. It is so much shocking. You follow me? He doesn't even know how to address the Prime Minister of a nation. He doesn't even know how to address the Prime Minister of India. You know, the Honorable Prime Minister of India is respected all over the world, right? For his gesture of maintaining friendship with all countries. Now here you are, this guy, bad-mouthing, foul-mouthing the Prime Minister of India, that he goes to a place, I do not know, he mentioned some place in some southern part of India or somewhere like that. He goes to this place to address some group of students, and he says, he talks about some guy called Siddhanandam, something like that. Okay, you have to check the video. I'm placing the link there. Now this guy says, oh, this gentleman is a great guy, he's a great soul, he's giving education to lakhs of youths. Well, it doesn't matter whether this gentleman whom you are adoring and passing these adoration is giving education to millions of individuals or not. That is not the important scene here. The most important scene here, you are representing, you're basically insulting the head of a state, head of the largest democratic country in the world. Who gave you on what basis, who gave you the right, on what audacity? How are you able to talk like this? Are you following what I'm trying to tell, good people? This man just goes off and shoots a video on using his phone or something like that, and he says he addresses the Prime Minister by his name, and without even any protocol of adorations that are to be followed for a Prime Minister, he simply uses the Honorable Prime Minister's name. And then he says this gentleman goes there and talks politics with wearing all this chains, which he calls, and then he talks politics to the students. Now, the question is, what's wrong in talking politics to the students? Well, Aristotle said every student has to know about politics. According to Aristotle, one of the great philosophers of the modern world, he says every student has to learn about politics. What is wrong in talking politics to the students? A democracy, the definition of democracy is nothing but sharing of power equally among everybody, among every citizen of the nation. The question is, what is wrong in talking politics to the students? You follow me? So the Prime Minister of India did a wise thing. He spoke to the students about politics. He taught them something about politics. It is imperative that every student knows about politics. That this guy comes up and badmouths the Prime Minister. Obnoxious, terrible. I could not even take it. The whole world is respecting the Honorable Prime Minister of India. right? And here you are, this guy, foul-mouthing. Foul-mouthing. Had he done this in some other country against someone else, his story would be done, right? But, uh, India is a democratic country, so anybody can foul-mouth anybody. Now, he talks about the Citizenship Amendment Bill, and he says, if I were to prove my citizenship, I need to go and prove them that my Patan and Mupatan, that means he's talking about his dad and granddad, were citizens of India. Of course, if the country, if the land that you are living in wants you to prove your citizenship, you are expected to show that you belong to India. You follow me? But these same people, when they go to a foreign country, they literally roll all the way to the immigration center to prove that they have the valid visa. That's irony. Mr. Donald Trump is building a huge wall to protect Americans from the invasion of Mexico, Latin American countries, invasion of immigrants, right? So the problem is when these people come to your country, when these people come, they take your jobs away. So that's the biggest problem that locals are encountering. See what's happening in France, the yellow shirt movement. The immigrants is a huge problem between the French citizens, the French people who are born and brought up there, right? So it's a huge problem for them to handle. How are they going to handle the problem there? So this man is coming and putting his foot in his mouth and saying that, whoa, how can I prove my citizenship in? Excuse me, sir, you are expected to do that. That's all. It's as simple as that. You need to prove your citizenship. The question is, are you really a citizen of India? Then why are you frightened? Go prove yourself. That's it. The next point is that he's talking about Sadhguru. Well, he says, does he really know about the citizenship bill? Does he know about the Citizenship Amendment Bill? Well, it's not necessary for him to know about the Citizenship Amendment Bill. There's no need for it. Now, this gentleman, Sadhguru, he is respected all over the world. Now, we have Mr. Piyush Manush. I think his name is Piyush Manush. I'm not sure. You've got to check it out. However, I'm placing the link to that video here. He's bad-mouthing someone the entire world is regarding. Can you imagine? Oh, this man knows nothing about Citizenship Amendment Bill, and he's talking the dogs have to be registered, and so do something like that. He relates, and then he says dogs go and gouge people out. Immediately he says, do dogs eat people? Of course dogs eat people. You do not know, some of these people have got monsters in the name of pets. So dogs do eat people. You follow me? You may not be aware of it, but that doesn't mean that the dogs don't eat people. You understand? They gouge, they do all sort of terrible things, these dogs. So they have to be registered. If the government says they have to be registered, they have to be registered. There's no question of asking why we should register dogs. If the government says you have to prove your citizenship, you have to prove your citizenship. There's no other go. What is wrong? What's a big deal? Because we are going through a stage in the history of the world where every Tom, Dick and Harry goes to a nation and he creates havoc in the nations. There are no more good people now. Everybody, it's difficult to find good people now. You follow me? Any Tom, Dick and Harry goes off and he puts his foot in his mouth and he abuses the land, insults the state, insults the head of the state, insults the prime minister, humiliates the people, and he says that 98% of the people are with us. Excuse me, what are you talking? 98% of the people are with you? Who said so? Of course, this gentleman has got some problem. He says that some crime has been taken place, and he's voicing his opinion against it. Well, if you think that certain crime has occurred, you have to go to the police, register the complaint, and the police will look after those things, right? So you need not have to take the law and order and badmouth the head of the state on international media. So I was shocked when I saw this. When this gentleman is just putting his foot in his mouth and obnoxiously using all nonsense, nonchalance, defamation words against the head of the state, the honorable head of the state, right? He's a representative of the people. He represents a nation. He is being chosen, selected, and voted to power by the electoral mandate. Nobody has the right to talk foul mouth, or nobody has the right to even raise a word. Just because you are in democracy, does it mean that you can go foul mouth everybody who are in authority, who are in power? What nonsense is this? The Prime Minister of India, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, is the representative of the nation called India, the representative of the people of India. Whatever he wants to talk, he can go and talk. If he wants to talk politics to the students, it's his predilection. It's his choice. He has a right to talk politics. Well, this guy Piyush is saying, oh, he wore all this malai, and then he went there, and then he went to Bangalore, and he removed all the malai. What are you talking? What is wrong in that? You go to a place, you respect the place, and they are asking him to wear all this garland and necklaces, so he wears it. If he goes to Bangalore to attend a press conference or to attend a conference of elite people, he need not necessary that it's not mandated for him to continue wearing those same thing. He represents people. He represents countless people, right? And every people have their own custom and tradition, and it is not imperative for the Prime Minister of the nation to be what? Gluing himself to the wear that people give him. For respect. He respects the place. He wears it, showing a sign of respect. So why are you getting irritated for that? Well, the reason I just placed this video, good people, the reason I placed this video is that the point I wish to bring here is that people make videos like this, bad-mouthing important people in power, and they slander their names. You know, Sadhguru, I do not know what Sadhguru did to this guy. He is going and calling all sort of names. He says he knows nothing about Citizenship Amendment Bill. If you would have watched his video clearly, with all indicators, with all explanations, he made it clear why the Citizenship Bill came into existence and why is it imperative for the government of India to set it in motion, and the do's and the don'ts of that. Just because this man doesn't not see that, it doesn't mean that Sadhguru did not know that. You follow me? It is imperative for everyone to know that I'm not speaking for any group here, right? Or any particular sect of people. No, I'm not speaking for any group or any sect of people, but I'm speaking the truth. What is plus is plus, what is minus. You can, the people like, it's because of people like this we have issues here. So my take home point is that the Honorable Prime Minister of India has every right to talk politics, not only to a group of students in an institution, but to all India. It is his right. He's giving an awareness. He's giving an education. What is wrong in that? Nothing wrong. Number two, if the law of the land orders its citizens to prove that if they are citizens of the nation, it is imperative for them to prove for their own good. You understand? Because if you are a citizen of a nation, you have so many rights that you enjoy, so many facilities you enjoy. Because we are now passing through a phase where the world is filled with so much chaos, so much issues with immigrants, right? People come from all over. In India, it is estimated people from Pakistan, people from Afghanistan, people from Bangladesh, all these people are abounding in India. I'm not against anybody, but people who are duly born in that land should be given priority. If the government says prove your citizenship, it means you need to prove it. They are not chasing anybody out, but they want to ascertain who is the son of the land, daughter of the land, and who is not. Why the huge fuss? What is there? You follow me? You go to America, a cop will stop you any time of the day. He will knock at your door. He wants to know if you are duly in the land with all papers intact. That is all that's going on. You follow me? You just cannot say that, oh no, how dare you cop, how dare you asking me for my papers. No, sir. You are mandated by the law to respect the law of the land. Remember that. Whichever land you go, this is the general procedure. You don't need to get upset. Why are you getting upset? Why are you getting angry? They want you to prove your position as a citizen. Prove it. What? It's not going to be difficult for you if you are living there. Am I right? So, honestly speaking, Mr. Piyush should ask forgiveness to the people of India. You know why? Because he is bad-mouthing the representative of the people, the voice of the people. That's not good. That's not good. It's not acceptable. You might be angry, you might be upset, you might not agree with the opinion of the head of the state or with the decisions that they are taking. That is your predilection. But that does not give you the right to talk impolitely, to talk like a mad dog, barking. No, no, no. I belong here. My dad belongs here. If possible, you show the other related documents, other related subsequent information that you are required to show. Nobody is going to be heartless, right? You should be happy that the government of India functions with a heart. So they're basically bringing this up to know the difference between the plus and the minus. That's their duty. You follow me? Okay, good people. Let there be peace in the land.